I don't know if you ever had a job where you left the job and there was an exit interview. Now, I remember when I worked for the county, some of the people would use that as a time to really air their grievances and their resentments, and that's okay. But I think exit interviews are really powerful because they give us time to reflect on our experience and what could have been different. And I think in life, our death is very much like an exit interview, but it happens later. And you can think about death as not just physical death, but throughout your life, you're going to have multiple types of deaths where your sense of self is dramatically changed through illness, through ends of relationships, through changes in life. And I think one thing to think about is how am I preparing for that exit interview? When I get to the end of this relationship, of having a healthy body, or at the end of this life, when I reflect back, what did I learn? And I think that attitude is really powerful because I think, our frustrations with life are very valid, but there's a point to it. And there's lessons to learn if we choose so. We don't have to. I sometimes work with people that are like, I'm never going to change that. And that's fair, but what are you doing with your life then? And what kind of meaning are you making? And do you want meaning? And if you do want meaning, why am I not allowing myself through shifting myself and viewing things differently and taking accountability for at least the parts that I can control? Many times in our life, there are so many events external to us, secondary events that we can't control, but within our mind is the primary cause, which is our patterns, our habits, our interpretations of things. And how can I adjust those? How can I soften those? How can I potentially let those go if they're not working with me?